welcome to another edition of our program from Family Outreach Ministry and Foundation. A wonderful topic that you would love to listen to. The topic is in-laws. What do we mean by in-laws? As Africans, we have a lot of cultures, and out of our culture, we imbibe, we love, we live together. We are social animals, and because we are social animals, we make friends with each other, and out of this friendship, marriage comes out, and a lot of us are married. Some are marrying out across culture, some are marrying in their culture. The long and short run of all we are saying is that we have a culture, and if we have a culture, in-laws in marriage is part of our culture. And when we mean in-law, who are we really talking about? Mother and father of your spouse, I mean your husband or your wife. Sisters and brothers of your wife or your husband. We have cousins, we have nieces, we have nephews. When you are marrying into such a family, you are marrying into every one of them. Don't let us deceive ourselves, because we are social animals. Your husband or your wife did not drop from the sky. He or she came from a family, and you cannot just pick out your spouse out of that family and you just say, I settle with you. Every other person is nobody to be reckoned with. That is not right, and that is not our culture. We are singing and we are shouting that a lot of our cultures now are extinct. They are passing away gradually, and we are not paying the right attention to them. Sometimes out of our culture, you see, speaking our dialect is no more fashionable. You have to speak a foreign language. We are not saying it's not good. You learn by this language, but yet you must not allow our culture to die off, especially the cultures that are right and good for us. And one of it is what we are talking about today, in-laws. Now, I have seen and I've got to understand that there are a lot of men, there are a lot of women, they do not want to see their in-laws. They prefer their wife or their spouse, their husband, alone, and the children that they have given birth to, forgetting that the man or the woman is from somewhere. And I want to tell you, you as a spouse, a woman or a man in that family, somehow, one day, you will grow. You too, you will give birth to children. And when you give birth to children, you want your in-law to say he or she does not want to see you. Some women will say, I don't want to see mother-in-laws, because lots of them are wicked. Maybe because of the experience she has seen from her senior sister or junior sister or cousin, someone. And because of that, he said, I don't want in-laws. Do you pray when you are at that level too, your children should not want to see you? That is not right. They must see you because you gave birth to them. And so, because your husband's parents, your wife's parents, they gave birth to you, and you both saw yourself and you got married to yourself, that sweetness must extend to these in-laws. We have some in-laws that are so wicked, but yet you have to deal with them in love. That's why we speak about Jesus, that you have to give your life to Jesus to be able to teach you how to go in between them. And one day you just see that wicked woman or man turning to your side and changing from his wickedness. That is what God can do for you. In-laws are not bad, they are good, and they have their own side. Like one of our my dialect song, he said, what the husband can do, your father cannot do it. What your wife can do, your mother cannot do it. There are two different roles. Your mother is playing her own role, your father is playing his own role, your wife or husband will play his own role as well. So there are different roles. Let every one of us play our role accordingly. And here I want to say that there are some men that are mama's wrapper. Instead of them to take care of their home, I'm not saying you shouldn't take care of your mother. It is highly necessary. You have to let her know her role, help her to fulfill her own role, take care of your mother. So I'm saying and I'm advising you that you have to give what you need to do to your mother, give it to her. And that which you have to do to your wife, do it to your wife. They have different roles to perform. You cannot say your mommy to come to your own home to start performing the role of your wife because your wife does not know how to cook. Let her go and learn how to cook. That is not saying your mother should come and overriding your wife in your house and say she doesn't know how to cook. She's a useless woman. How do you want the wife to react to your mother? And when she is rude to your mother, would you be happy? You can never be happy with such. So you have to teach that lady or woman, your wife, who does not know how to cook. She can learn how to cook on our television. You can learn how to cook different dishes, and she will be a sweet wife in your house. And your mother will not need to come from her own house to come and be cooking. Some men will give their mother money to go to the market and buy because he says, my wife does not know how to buy. Who told you your wife does not know how to buy? If she does not know how to buy, give her, join her to another person who knows how to buy. And when she goes to the market today, another time, after that she will know how to price things. That is not saying you should go and be causing problem between your wife and your mother by giving money to your mother to purchase those things and bring it home for your wife to prepare. It looks an insult, and sincerely is an insult on you as a man if you don't know. So this is a very important issue, and there are women, those of you who don't know how to cook. What does it take to cook, for God's sake? Rise up. Watch them on the television. They cook. Learn how to cook. Write those recipes down. Go to the market. Buy these things. Bring them home. Try what you saw. If it is not sweet today, tomorrow you will improve. Another day you will improve. Don't indulge in that thing you do not know how to do. You might be tempting your husband to do what is not, and to also bring her mother. And I know when he brings her mother, you are not happy. We must learn how to treat our in-laws and treat them well. When they visit us, what should be our behavior towards them? When we see our mother-in-law, you ladies, your husband does not drop from the air, so you have to take care of your mother-in-law as your own mother. You have to take care of your father-in-law as your own father. You must not be behaving differently to each of them. It is not done. It is not right. And it is not biblical. The Bible says, honor your father and your mother. If you do not honor your father-in-law, your mother-in-law, you are not honoring your own parents. So you have to honor both of them and see them with the eye that they are your own parents. It is then you are making a way and you are establishing yourself in that house. But the moment you see them that they are in-law and you want to react when you see them around, are you saying you want your own children to react in that manner when you are grown? Whatsoever goes round comes round.